First things first, we'll check the firearm, make sure it's not loaded. No bullets in the magazine. No bullets in the chamber. Also, just the rest of the workbench has no ammunition on it. So a couple of things we have. Of course, we have the Kydex that we're going to be putting in the oven. Firearm we're going to be mocking up. Got a razor blade to help cut. Paint marker to help mark. Got different variations of wood dowels and popsicle sticks. Of course, we got the press with the clamps. Got a pair of shears just to help cut the wood. Painter's tape. And of course, a thermometer for when it's in the oven. So the first thing I'm going to do is start prepping the gun. I did put the magazine back in it. So you know, again, it's fully cleared. So we'll go put everything on it, and as soon as we're done, we'll come back and show the progress. All right, paid extra attention to the trigger area. Made sure, didn't want anything to interfere with that. We got the mount where the screws will go right here. Then we got the guard and everything else lined up. So next we're going to start marking out the mold. We'll leave the magazine in there just for the purposes of keeping it a little bit more stable. Also, it's probably gonna, thinking the holster will go to right about here, but we'll lay it down and get it marked out. We're going to be doing a taco, so get it marked out and be right back. Okay, so I kind of made an outline of how I wanted the gun to be. You can see, and then it'll be folded right about there. I'm going to cut off this lower line because again our press is only 8 inches by 12. So once I get this cut, then we'll get it in the oven and start heating it up. So I just wanted to do a little test fit, so that way I know exactly how I'm going to put it once it's hot. So it's not going to work that way too well. So I'm going to put it this way, and then I think once it's folded over, the press should be more than big enough. And yeah, I think that'll do quite nicely. So I'm going to get the oven set up, and then I'll show you the process on that. So we got it on a cookie sheet with parchment paper. Lowest my oven can go is 150. So I'm going to put it now, set it to 150, let it heat up. Once it's heated up to 150, I'll slowly increase it by 50 degrees each time and let it sit for 5 minutes at that temperature until I get to 350, 360. And some old oven mitts. Bring it out just a little bit. And the gun is getting in the way. There, that's much better. Okay. I'm going to let this sit for 30 minutes and check on its progress when we get back. Alright, so it's been over 30 minutes. Press is held up good. No cracks, so I'm going to remove the clamp, see how it looks. Take the gun out. Looks like it turned out fairly well. Wasn't able to get this side on the clamp. Might have to use the heat gun, squish it together a little bit more. But overall, looks good. I'm gonna trace out, see what I'm gonna cut off, and yeah. Alright, so I got a rough shape of how I'm gonna make it. A little disappointed that it moved when I was pressing. Right here you can see wasn't, when I clamped it down it shifted. I think going forward I might use just the two-piece method, so that way I can cut that off. Can't really do anything about it here, so I'm just going to move forward. But everything's working good. Gun moves freely, fairly well. So overall, for the first time, I think it turned out pretty good.